Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? I think we are streaming live here from the Nonstop Vision Train Global Art Jam. Am I right? Can anybody else see us live? Woo!
I'm checking on our YouTubes right now. Hello, everybody. If you can see us.
Yeah, we are. We're totally live right now.
Yes, okay.
I think so. So I'm going to stop our share real quick so we can just check in. And what's happening, folks? We're here on the Nonstop Vision Train Global Art Jam, and we're here with some crew members from all over the world. As per usual, we're here with Danny Loves in the house.
What's up, world?
And we have where you're in Oregon, I think. Stacy's up somewhere in the northern lands. We've got Montana or something. I think we've got Andy somewhere in Wisconsin. Nico's all the way in Finland. And we have Jessica just popped on. She's here also from Australia. And we've got Brian also in the US. But this is a gathering place of artists and creatives from all over the world that like to get together and jam and make art. Maybe you've been on the train before, and if you have, come back, come join us. And we've got some really cool things coming up. Today was a beautiful trip hosted by Stacy. She does this weekly. What do you call it, Stacy? What's this trip called?
Open Studio Art Jam. So you'll never know what you'll find, but you'll always find us creating. So yeah, music podcasts and a nice little flow.
Yeah, totally. Beautiful little flow. And that's often what's happening here. So come join us. And we've got this special event coming up on Saturday, November 30th, this Saturday. And this is the third or fourth new moon jam that has happened this year, which is a special event where conductors of the Vision Train get together and come up with a program and come up with special offerings, teachings. It's like, let's learn a technique. Last time we did, Sudi Bell showed us like the Enzo. That was so cool with the Japanese kind of like Enzo tradition. And we also had Paradolia with Samuel. That was such a fun workshop. And then we always have a live DJ, our resident DJ, Danny Love, who's here, who plays music and we make art. It's so fun. Danny Love, you're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. And if this is the first time that you're seeing us, welcome to the Vision Train. And just so you know, we've been rolling for almost 5 years here. So this train has been rolling and rocking and rolling. And if you're here, you're meant to join us. I'm telling you right now. So it's very easy. You gotta log into your Zoom account. You go to visiontrain.org, jump on the Vision Train, and you jump on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have any kind of creative powers, we get together here and we work together. And the amount of skills that we've learned together are super valuable. So come join us.
It's a creative space station, right?
Yes. And we get to hang out with people from all over the world, different time zones, and we're learning about different cultures. And it's really enriching from an artistic level, but also like a human level. So just want to make sure you all know what's going on and how long we've been rolling, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, this story has been going for a while. Same meeting ID. So, and we call this this is a track, you know, this is a train. It's the Nonstop Vision Train Global Art Jam. And thousands of artists have been on here. And if you haven't been on, you should get on. You can just jump on any time. But then we have scheduled events too. So if you go to the visiontrain.org website, and you get on our Mighty Network, which is free, then you can see also all the events that are happening. And also on the website, it gets updated, like what's going on. It's so easy to get on. But then we have these special events.
Yes.
We're starting to do more of. And this one on Saturday is a paid event. So it's happening on a separate track, but it's like a 5-hour program where there's 4 workshops and some time to like get down to a live DJ set live music, live art, live people connecting alone together, getting ignited by the creative spirit, and this remembering that we are global dream weavers, through the art. That's where this theme came from, right? So
Yeah,
perfect.
it's a very special theme. We come up with different themes for the different events, and this one just kind of like came as something very natural, global dream weaving, and and because we are from all over the place and bringing our little colors and our energies, and also we are towards the end of the year now, so I think it's a good time to think about the dreams, and it's a new moon.
It's a new
And
moon.
new moons are a good time to do a little bit of reflection, introspection, and get recharged. So that when the full moon comes out, we. So there's also that about these events. We picked the new moon very intentionally because of the special power that happens during the new moons. And these are quarterly, so we get together, we plan, and there's just a lot of love that goes into these. And people have been loving them, and they've created art that has been really beautiful to see.
Yeah. Shall we look at the schedule and talk
Yes,
about like the different things that are going to happen for this event?
let's do it.
So yeah, this is if you go to the Eventbrite, you'll find the link anywhere on our website, on the Instagram. You can go to the Eventbrite and you can learn about the event. It's a $33 ticket. If you can't pay it for some reason, you need a scholarship, email us, okay? Get in touch with us. We want this to be open, but there's a lot of value here. There are 3 or 4 workshops by amazing facilitators, and come and enjoy. And also, if you can't come, but you want the recording, you can get the recording also by getting a ticket. It'll be sent to you. And if you are a member of the Vision Train, there's a premium membership. You also will have access to that recording and can come. You don't have to buy a ticket. So yeah, come guys. And you'll find more info here. So it's going to be on Saturday, November 30th, and check your own time zone, right? It's 12 to 5 Pacific, or 1 to 6. This is Mountain Standard Time. And let's see the actual schedules down here a little bit. You can read more event details. Autumnism, it's in here twice. Let's see, with Becky Hanny. She's from the UK. And Becky is an art educator, and she is also an artist, and is the one that did the flyer. Danny, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yes. So this piece, the reason why we collectively picked this piece is because it was a collaborative art between 2 artists. Becky, she's from the UK, and then another artist from Ireland, and both very different styles too. And they collaborated in this piece, and it came in very harmoniously. And so it really conveyed to us that meaning of global dream weaving, and that's what we picked this piece.
Yeah. And so she's teaching the first workshop, and that first workshop is on autumnism. I mean, check that. There's going to be she's on the Instagram, there's going to be some videos that'll be shared. But it says, in this workshop, we are going to create automatic drawings whilst listening to the Schumann resonance. We will collectively connect to the subconscious through improvisational and uninhibited mark making, and create simple grounding drawings that can be left as complete abstract pieces or woven into the other workshops in this event. So this could be a good starter piece. It's like, come get into it. You're going to walk away with a lot of art from this event. Becky Hanny is an artist and educator whose practice is founded upon automatic mark making. Her paintings are an exploration into the portals created by following this fractal algorithm in a Zen state of mind. And then she said to bring materials, good quality A4 paper, black pen, colored pencils or pencils. Colored pens or pencils. Great. And then the next one, so that's like a 30-minute workshop. It goes quite quickly. And then we're gonna have DreamWeaver, gazing into our collective vision, and that's with Stacy Awesome. And Stacy's here with us. Do you want to share about this?
Yeah, happy to.
What you're gonna do?
Yeah, so a big part of what brought me to painting and actually finding the vision train was my meditation practice. So I'll be offering a little dip into a yoga nidra experience, and it fits in my mind pretty completely, because the whole idea of yoga nidra, or what it translates, is to, this, how do we stay awake in all states of consciousness? So we'll have this opportunity to drop in to this sense of being, the field together, and then see what comes from that space without having to think or do too much. So it'll kind of play off what Becky's doing, and we've created together on the train quite a bit. So it's kind of fun to kind of roll into each other's experiences. And then I'll also share just the practice of gazing. So that could be at your own artwork, or if we were in a group dynamic, we'd probably pass our artwork around and gaze into each other's artwork. But I don't really want us staring at the screens too much. So we'll just either pick something that resonates. And it could even just be a candle or some form of light. And again, just another opportunity to drop into that collective fire and just see what emerges. And I feel really blessed that Danny Lev will be spinning a great set afterwards, because we'll kind of flow into an intuitive practice that you can just keep rolling with afterwards. So that's pretty much my intention. We'll see what happens and if that shape shifts in the present moment as well. So
Awesome, Stacy. And that you have a very sweet energy. We got to hang out on the train and talk. And so thank you for all that energy that you bring into the train. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. And for me to transition from your workshop into this DJ set. So if you've been on the train, you've watched me DJ, and I have a blast, everybody. Like, I love DJing. I did a Halloween party recently. I was like, my husband and I all dressed up. It was hilarious. Like, Stacey was there.
amazing. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. This one, I'm coming in with a different energy. And when I do these sets scheduled, I put in some planning into them. Like, I pick the tracks, I practice several times, and sometimes I do impromptu, but this is going to be, hi, Chantel. Hi, sister. Oh. We're friends by now. I mean, we've been hanging out for several years now. And so this is going to be more like, it's going to be, how can I explain? I think inspirational. I picked it based on the song names and the feeling, and it's going to have a beat. It's not going to be boring. If I'm on the decks, you're not going to be bored. You can trust me on that, okay? But I'm threading in some tracks that I think is going to make a lot of sense and get you inspired and get you to create with a little beat. And I'm really excited. And it's so lined up, and I cannot wait to play it. Seriously. It's like watching, like, I'm DJing and I'm watching people paint, and I'm a painter too. And it's such a joy to be a part of that creative process. Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it.
No, it's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna be there. I made some really fun paintings in the last event. I had so much fun because I really got to come and be a student. It was fun.
Yeah.
Kids, teaching little things. So that's what this is going to be, like 30-minute workshops. And then your set's going to be like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So it'll be like a drop in, get to really drop in. And then we have here with us, we have Chantel and Jessica that are also both here from Australia, vision train conductors. Chantel's been a part of the train for many years now and been a conductor. And so this DreamWeaving, right? We're global. We're all over the world. We're tapping in here, as little light beings. And Chantel, you're going to be up early morning. It'll be morning for you and Jess when you step in, but you're going to be doing a workshop on the womb awakening spiral. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I've just been on this other call and it's like, oh my God, just let me on the train because that's where my vital interest is. Like, oh, it's just been a really blast of a morning for me. But and just to think about Sunday, yes, I'm getting up early. And I'm getting up early, like I'm getting on at the start with Becky because I haven't been connected with her for so many years. So I'm really excited to be just jumping in and doing her vibe, but also feeling that dream weaving taking place. And I feel that that's really important to connect all the threads of the dream work together. And then obviously I'll be after Danny's deep dive into jamming and dancing. So that to me is you know perfection of timing because what I'll be offering is something that's come to me while I had an apprentice here for a month, and we were down in the gorge surrounded by women medicine trees, and this process, the spiral work came about, and we just dived into this little kind of, oh, let's do this, and it was very innocent, but the depth of the medicine that was in it was actually quite profound for both of us. And so I have started doing some stuff online, but the vision train is like, it's just so dear. The environment and the community is so dear to me. So I'm really honored to be, sharing this process with everyone. And of course, not just women, men too. And men have the hara, which is like their womb space, which is the space, right? Like how powerful men are in the creation story as well, because they are the space holders for the container, our container to create life. So I just think this is even more powerful that we get to do this process with both men and women. I think that it's just going to blow our freaking minds and blow that dreaming out there across the planet and awaken all the song lines. Like, I'm just excited to pump the energy up. Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's so beautiful. And Jess actually just jumped off when I was going to introduce her, but she was here too, that is going to weave after your offering. And the thing is this is going to weave as it will. We're going to show up and we have an idea about what's going to happen. This is how I approach the paintings too. I have a sense sometimes, but I don't really know. What happens when I show up is everything. and it's because we all show up and we bring something to the party, right? We all bring our parts. We link our little train cars here, and then we global dream weave together. This is literally what we're doing and what we're going to be invited to do in a focused container. And so, yeah, it's an honor to be a part of this and to see, we take turns keeping the train on the tracks, like in our dreams too, and through our words and through our weaving and through our showing up in the different ways and being vitally interested. That's what you said, Chantal, too. The vitally interested. It's important.
And then we have a track record of making magic now for almost 5 years. So it's not that we are imagining that it's going to be awesome. We know it's going to be awesome because it has been awesome consistently. So we are speaking from experience.
Yeah. So everybody, please come. You can find the link to get there. It's not going to be on the main track. We will have somebody here redirecting people because we are looking to generate. We're generating goodness, and that fullness needs to come through everyone. So, thank you.
And if you're camera shy, to those of you out there, you're like, oh, I'm not sure. That's fine. Just join us and have your camera off. It's fine. I mean, our the best teacher, the best art teacher in the world here present, Amanda Sage, who's given us so much gold and evolved our creative power so much. She says that if you're not painting, you better be dancing. So technically you should be doing that. But if it's the first time on the train, okay, you can have your camera off the first time, and then you'll stop being shy, and then you'll turn it on. But come feel into this. We are creating the future. What does the future look like? And that's why also we are dream weaving. These are times of intensity, and we have to focus our energy and our dreams towards the best outcome possible. So you are invited to bring your vision into this amazing global dream weaving, and we cannot wait to see new faces and see your creative outlets. And if you're not painting yet, maybe you can start it, but it'll be really nice to meet you out there if you haven't joined us yet. It's going to be special.
And thanks for mentioning that, Danny, because that's how I started, was very nervous and kind of apprehensive. And I've just felt unending connection and just encouragement. And I even reached out to Chantal and was like, hey, can I check in with you? And just, I feel like that's one of the most important aspects of this is there's this knowing of the shared vision, and sometimes we need support in how do we translate that out into the world. So this is the place, and bring a friend.
Yes. Yeah, Nico, do you want to share anything? I just saw you looked over here. What has the train been for you?
Inspiration, community. Yeah, really open shared space to create and connect with people, with fellow artists.
Yeah, it's a supportive place, I think.
Yeah, very supportive. Yeah,
I feel encouraged to keep going. Sometimes it's like get off the train.
yeah,
The music's
exactly.
so good, or the vibe's so good. The energy. It's like when we're together in the studio. This is kind of what this this being together, painting together, these workshops I would teach all over the world, right? And you get into like a spaceship together. It feels, and it's everybody's potential expands, I think, because we're all supporting each other at the same time. So we can be in different places of the world because of this technology of Zoom, right? And
exactly.
And then we can still cultivate that kind of exchange and that feeling of co-creation. I think that's one of the big signifiers of the movement, the global movement of visionary art.
Oh yeah.
It is about community too, and a shared kind of vision that each of us uniquely depicts in a different way.
Yeah.
So something that we can feel is similar. Like there's an energy, there's a vibration, and it's a global thing. It's an earth thing. It's a nature thing, right? It's something that we are a part of, and that's part of the rediscovery that's happening. That's part of like the great unveiling and the revealing, is that we're becoming connected again. And that's I think the art process is a part of the reconnection. It's one of the ways to reconnect. We can sing, we can dance, we can move, there's so many different ways to reconnect intellectually too, heart open. But we can do a lot of that, we do a lot of that on the train. We don't just paint, but most people that come here like to paint. Or get inspired to paint, just hang out with painters,
Just tapping into the creative field. I think the field is everywhere, and then when we are connected, we are all together tapping into the field. Yeah.
The times that I get the most painting done is when I'm on the train, because you're like, I'm gonna go get some coffee, and when you look around, everybody's still painting. You're like, no, I'm gonna keep painting. It kind of holds you accountable to the canvas. So and recently, like after the summer, I've been like all over the place. I'm like, I haven't painted, and then we're like chatting with Amanda and the crew. Stacy, you were there, and maybe you were there too, Chantal. And Amanda's like, Danny, go and put a little dot on the canvas. Just do it. I'm like, okay. So I go up to the studio with the camera and I put a dot and then I did another dot. And then I ended up finishing a painting that I started a year ago. You know, that's the thing that happens when we encourage each other to get creative. And that it's like almost like a therapy too. You know, I feel like when I'm painting, it's like detangling the knots, and we do that together. It's even more beautiful. Nina is online.
Oh,
Nina,
cool.
do you want to chat a little bit? Mama Nina.
Hi, Danny. No, I can't really talk, but I love you guys. Mwah.
Love you too.
All right, darling.
Cool. Well, I think we've streamed and shared a lot. This was beautiful. Thank you everybody for your shares and just going into that space of like what this space is, that, you know, because like the vision train is, a lot of people have heard what the vision train or about the vision train, but what is it really? And how do you participate? You know, I've heard that a lot too. We're going to try to make that a little bit easier to understand, but it's okay if things are a little complicated and people take their time in getting here. That's okay too. It's great, but come on Saturday. And if you can't come, you can get the recording, you know, and you can jump on the train any other time. Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Visiontrain.org. That's where you go. That's all you need to know. You go in there and there's like the one page that says jump on the train. You go in there and click the thing, you know. And in that visiontrain.org, you'll find the schedule and there's information about the event. And if you're here, take this as a sign. So that you belong here. Okay.
Or you're invited. You're invited.
Yes.
And if you can't come now, it's okay. You'll come back again. The train's not going anywhere. It rolls. It's like, it used to be 24/7 and it will be again. We do it in waves. It's waves of who, you know, the Zoom resets, this call resets once every 24 hours. And you can pass it. We pass it to each other. So different people are hosts. We play music so it sounds good. You have to know how to play it so it sounds good, you know, but somebody will teach you. So anywho, come join us.
Shall we close this in the true way? Because that's the Vision Train way. I don't know if anybody has anything else to add here.
Thanks, Andy,
Okay.
for being here and painting. Just want to give you a shout out. If you want to share any words, you can, but I don't want to put you on the spot. I just don't want to leave you out either.
I just think it's really interesting to be like in a studio with other people remote like this. And I usually don't have other people around in my studio. So it's pretty cool. That's what I like about it.
Nice.
Yeah, totally. Groovy. Thank you. Thanks for being here. That's the thing. We get to hang out.
Yes.
Wherever we are. Okay.
Saturday or Sunday if you're in Australia, but if you're in this side of the world, Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific time. So look up in the internet to see what your time zone is. Come join us. It's gonna be 5 hours of juicy workshops, and I'm gonna play a set. You guys are gonna love it. I love it. It's good. So come join us.
And you know what? It could be a really fun thing to do with your family, because like a lot of people are with their families in the US at this time, but like anywhere in the world, it could be fun to do with some friends. Yeah, with your friends. It's family friendly.
Yes.